All right, another week in transition here in the month of March. Pretty incredible. I can't even hardly believe how awesome of a month it's been, even just 8 days into it. I know I was mentioning a couple things last week about February and things leading into this month, and yeah, it's just been super awesome. Left Envision, came back here to the house. A good friend of mine, Devin, was in town. We went to New Seed together, and then he was out here at the Transition Hub in Tambor, and so it was just really awesome to come back here and have a little bit of time, spend some good energy with him, and have a lot of awesome ideas bouncing around about things to look into this spring and some of the things that'll come in some of the future updates that we have as things progress. But just really good to spend some time with him. A lot of awesome feedback for GermiNation. A lot of things I'm looking forward to applying on the website and some of the programs that we're developing right now. So definitely look forward to sharing more about that with you when the time comes. But yeah, so Devin took off, went to San Jose, and went to go meet up with this awesome dude here. This is my cousin Chris. I don't know how many of you saw the post, but Chris was here last year and spent some time kind of helping me pilot some of these transition programs, and also put a lot of good energy into that, and a lot of the development has come from some of the experiences that we had over the last year. So really excited to have him here, part of this just transition movement, and go ahead and let him share a little bit about his time.
Thank you very much. I got here like January of 2016 for my first trip in Costa Rica. Now, I was coming from no background in the regenerative movement, didn't know anything about permaculture, transition, natural medicine. All of that was completely foreign to me. So completely new to the area, new to the field, and my cousin Kenan here, he had been down here for a while, and through his program, I was able to just kind of come in, jump right in, start plugging into different organizations, different workshops, different healers, teachers, all these different things, kind of travel around a bit and just get a well-rounded taste of all of the different things that Costa Rica transition, this lifestyle, has to offer. So going through all those projects with him, definitely was a strong learning experience for me individually. I did a lot of internal work. Definitely, I grew very much as a person, and that was probably the number one benefit that it provided to me. But as a team, me and him together going through that taught us a lot about how to make programs like that work, different things we can fine-tune, getting experience, and that's something that only comes through experience. So it was definitely good to go through that. And now I went back to the States for just a little while, got a little comfortable, and then figured it was better to come down here, which is home. Everybody I talked to was like, yeah, man, welcome home. It's so good to see you back. We knew you were going to come back. And I was like, well, you guys knew, I didn't. But I'm glad to be here. And it definitely does feel like a homecoming. So I'm really excited to see what 2017 holds, all the different projects, all the different things that we started to work on last year when I was here before. We're in kind of a seed phase, and now they're definitely germinating. And starting to sprout, and it's awesome to see what just a little bit of hard work is going to bring us in the next coming months.
Totally. Yeah, I mean, just having this thing here, I mean, being able to have a week in transition show, I mean, that wasn't even an idea last year, like thinking about blogs, thinking about stuff like that, and how to effectively get the word out. And so it's just really, really a blessing to have this technology and be able to have you here, Chris, and sharing a little bit, and yeah, just plugging in and moving forward with the team effort. It just makes such a difference to have that team support, and just even one other person.
Man, teamwork makes the dream work.
That's it. Prime time. This guy couldn't get enough Pinto and Platinum, so had to make it back down and get on the Costa Rican diet. But yeah, just really awesome stuff. Like I said, really, really glad to have you here. Looking forward to seeing how that progresses. with all the different other programs outside of GermiNation even, and kind of how that.
And there's plenty to work on down here. I know, like yesterday at the ferry, just seeing all the new faces coming into the area, it's definitely a hot spot. And, I mean, that kind of thing is almost unpredictable in all the different ways it kind of sprouts out.
Totally.
Different branches.
Yeah, well, especially a busy day yesterday at the Tinamastes Feria. Just a happening community out there. Definitely recommend swinging through the Tinamastes area at Diamante Valley for anyone who's traveling to Costa Rica, whether it's in transition or not. It's just such a poppin' place, and there's quite a few people there. Happy to see you yesterday, so that was a good little mini celebration there. But yeah, like I said, really, really good to have Devin here for a little bit, plugging in to some different things, and then you coming in here.
Keeping punches rolling.
Have another few really, really good close friends and family coming in the coming weeks to spend some time here as well. Celebrate some pretty important, pretty significant dates for me and our family. So really, really awesome to see that coming together as well. And I don't know how many of you guys saw my post on Facebook about the Spirit flight deals, but I think it was maybe a day after our last check-in on the weekend transition that I saw that deal, and since I had already planned on going up to the States in the spring, when that deal came up, it just made too much sense to go ahead and take advantage of that offer. So I'm actually going to be making a trip up to the East Coast on April 11th, and really looking forward to going up there and spending some time on the land in Tennessee. Like I mentioned before, a lot of the ideas that Devin and I were talking about were about some development there on the property, and we've since decided to host a gathering there, which has been an idea for a few years, but the time really wasn't right, and so I'm looking forward to going up there and kind of initiating some stuff. I know we talked quite a bit about Tennessee.
The property's been in our family for like hundreds of years. I mean, the building that was on it was from like the 1700s or something. So it was definitely up in the mountains of East Tennessee, which is beautiful. If you've ever been over that way, it's definitely one of the most beautiful parts of the country, in my opinion. And so having that property there, that was pretty much just open for us to work with, more or less, and now it's definitely gotten to the point where we can actually do something on it. I'm absolutely stoked to see that happen.
Yeah, so I put out a blast, just to kind of see what the response would be about finding some good bluegrass music and, some good picking, a little bit of acoustic jams, and seeing where that vibe's at. And so had a great response on that post, so really excited to see how the rest of that gathering comes together with yoga and some workshops, really opening up some space for discussions and seeing who else in the Southeast is ready to kind of plug in with some different things, and just really effectively move forward this movement there in the Southeast specifically. So it's a really exciting step in general, but just really awesome to be going up there and plugging GermiNation back into that region of the U.S. So really excited to see that happening. The gathering will be in mid-May. Some of that info, some of the details for that will be posted over the coming days and weeks. So definitely stay tuned and look for that. Again, if you haven't already, transitiontribe.com, I'd highly encourage you to go to the website and join our mailing list so we can keep you updated with everything in the newsletter and everything going on with that. One of the biggest updates that I wanted to share with you guys today, outside of this guy, of course,
not the biggest,
is that the website is upgraded. A lot of new pages, a lot more information, a lot more things are clearly expressed on the website. So I definitely encourage you to check that out as well. The Transition Design Program, we're actually launching now the remote Transition Design Program so that people can sign up to join the tribe and have a 12-week program where they're mentored through just the transition process, but more at a pace that is comfortable. that is a bit more reachable, especially without having to come on a tour down here to Costa Rica or a full immersion program. So definitely, if that is something that applies to you, or if that's something that you feel like you would like to apply to, definitely check that out as well, and let us know if you'd like to join the tribe. I'd be happy to share a little bit more information about that as well. So that's a big update, a big upgrade. Really excited to be sharing that with you guys today. And again, just as I mentioned last week, put together our financial goal for GermiNation, $1,000 a month. So I also just want to remind everyone to be a part of this. Be a participant in launching this project. It's such an exciting thing to see coming together now, and it's such a great opportunity to plug in with that and just really be a part of the team. So I definitely encourage you to check out that. Set up everything on the website a little bit better to also express where those contributions are going. A lot more of the details will be shared in the newsletter, the coming newsletter. So yeah, plug into that. Again, $5, $10, $20. Everything is so appreciated and makes such a considerable difference. So I thank you in advance for going there and for sharing what you can to see this thing launch and to see it grow. So those are a lot of the updates. Again, like I said, I'll be sharing with you on Facebook and in the newsletter. So definitely stay tuned. And again, transitiontribe.com. Join the tribe, and look forward to seeing you next time. Blessings.
Thanks for tuning in.